Nepal's mad honey that causes hallucinations. They climb to go insane. Huh?
Remote high cliffs of Nepal, only just 2 weeks a year, a very rare honey with hallucinogenic effects is harvested. Mad honey. This extraordinary honey, produced by the world's largest honeybees in the Himalayas, contains very potent Grayana toxins. These toxins can distort your senses in unimaginable ways and send your mind into vivid hallucinations like hearing voices that don't exist or seeing the world around you melting away.
I recognize this guy. Spoiler much?
Hundreds of meters up unsafe cliffs, relying solely on just a rope ladder. They use only their bare hands and feet while bearing countless...
You know what I find annoying with a lot of YouTube videos I've noticed lately? I can't tell if I'm watching the intro to the video or if the video has started. I can't tell if I'm seeing them show me what they're gonna show me or if they've already started showing it.
Painful stings from the giant bees. Throughout history, locals have used mad honey in small doses as a cure for various diseases and an aphrodisiac. But the line between its unique healing capabilities and toxicity is razor thin. An extra spoon of mad honey might cause a slowed heart rate, paralysis, or even loss of life.
Jeez,
in the remote
man.
village we are
White this crap.
only one family is left practicing mad honey hunting. Just like in this 7,500-year-old cave painting, their ancient methods have never changed. And their way of hunting honey is something that you won't see anywhere else.
An aphrodisiac?
After 36 hours of flying and road tripping, we finally arrived at Tansi.
What if you used it as lube?
They've migrated and settled here from Tibet.
How are you?
I am fine.
Do I trust the video word by word?
Father is the main...
I don't know.
According
What is
to
that
their
question?
custom, the newcomers like me must wear an amulet for protection
seen it
against
yet.
harm, illness, and evil spirits. So before going honey hunting, the lady blesses me with water and ties a thread around my neck. We're currently heading towards the honey hunters. We're making our way downhill
Honey makes an awful lube. So you've tried it?
along a path with rice terraces.
Namaste. Namaste.
Here stand 3 generations of honey hunters. Budiman, his father, and his grandfather. The years of hard work are
Oh, they got
visible in
fancy.
his hands.
The guy's wearing North Face.
Nandalal Tama.
Was that also a Patagonia jacket I saw? I don't think so.
Every year, he goes to the towering cliffs to seek mad honey. Everyone is busy with their tasks right now. They are getting ready to hunt the golden potion. Nanda and her
Patagonia.
father are making plans to decide which cliff
Patagonia.
they will go to, while the others prepare the handmade tools. To create a ladder, they are carefully fitting these wooden rungs into the braids of 2 bamboo ropes, which are meters long. At the top of the cliff, Nanda and the other villagers are making final preparations. They are firmly securing the ladder on the trunk of a tree. Getting the ladder close to the beehives is crucial.
Feet. Yeah, we need more like David Attenborough voices to narrate these YouTube videos.
Meanwhile, others are making a huge bundle of freshly cut leaves. They place some chalks in the middle and wrap it around with a rope. This giant incense is the only defense of the honey hunter against the bee colonies.
They've become so numb.
Has there ever been an incident that you were caught in a fire? What's this for?
All I'm thinking of now is I'm forcing him from yesterday when I have to do his 1-hour intro.
For securing it.
All right.
The hunters put on their beekeeper mask. It's time to go
All
down.
right.
The ladder they use is 80 meters long, but the cliff is taller than that height. So Nanda starts his climb from the top of the cliff instead of starting at the bottom. I will stay with the group providing support.
Rope's not
from
looking
below the
super
cliff.
sturdy.
It's better to put the beekeeper suit on because this place will soon be swarming with angry bees.
All right. You're good to go.
So why
The
don't
mad
they all
honey.
just do that?
Apis laboriosa, the largest honeybee on Earth.
Can you get stung even through this?
Twice as large as the average worker honeybee and has long stingers that can easily penetrate clothing.
Oh.
Their first stop is a ledge right above the giant beehives. Here they rearrange the position of the ladder. To make the ladder stay balanced, Nanda's friend climbs down to the lowest point of the rope and waits there.
With this teamwork, they will get the
Why don't
mad
they just
honey,
ask
and
the bees
we
for the
will
honey
be able
instead?
to taste it.
Why is it so?
Voting on games is enabled?
त्यो ढुङ्गाहरू पुस्किन सक्छ त्यो डिलको चाहिँ जोखिम हुन्छ क्या त्यो खुट्टाहरू डिलमा आफ्नो सेफ्टी हुँदैन डिलमा लडेर पनि मान्छे गएको नि छ
गुरुमा 3 जना गयो मोरले कुनै बेला टोक्छ कुनै बेला यसो जानमा मुटिमुटी हुन्छ
Okay, so they go down the rope and they smoke the bees and then they get the honey. And now, party begins.
Soon rains are about to take over Nepal. The electricity has been out for 3 hours now, and it's starting to get dark. The honey hunters couldn't return to the village yet. Megu is cooking some veggies and rice for us with the help of a flashlight. Finally, all the hunters have returned to the village safe and sound after a long day.
They're safe and sound.
Right here.
How much honey did we hunt today? Will you all go if the weather is good?
पानी पर्यो भने भोलि चिप्लिन्छ अनि भिरमा जाने अलि डर हुन्छ राम्रो भयो भने हामी जान सक्छौँ
Tell us what
So
are the
what happens to the bees now that they just lost 40 liters of honey? Will they die? They were going to use that for something, right? Now they don't have 40 liters. A planka. Floppy. I got asked the same question on regular beekeepers, and I think people said, I don't know if it's true, but people said that usually the beekeepers leave a portion of the honey. They don't take all of it, because after all, the bees are collecting it for themselves. Man, it's gonna suck being a fucking bee. You work your ass off to take a bunch of honey, and some jackass just shows up and grabs all of it.
what happened to your father?
Phantom tax. They put feeders and sugar on the hide. The entire bee movie. But
I was really excited to try mad honey today, but now it's past 10 p.m. and everyone needs to wake up early for tomorrow's harvest. Trying it alone at night might not be safe, especially in a remote area miles away from the nearest health facility. So I have to wait until tomorrow to give mad honey a go.
I get a lap cat. Say hi to the stream, Apollo.
We're gonna have breakfast. It's like 7 a.m. in the morning. After breakfast, we'll go for honey hunting. This time,
When did you guys go to bed yesterday?
I'll taste it. We were there yesterday. Today, which way are we going to go? The other side?
Oh, you guys were up after midnight? I'm telling.
Are we going to climb up or climb down?
Climb down.
Today we have a larger group with us. They believe that today's location will result in a bigger mad honey harvest. Now it's time for the hunters to sacrifice the chicken.
11 p.m. I'm sick. Get well soon.
They're cutting these wood pieces to add to the ladder.
The ladder is so heavy that even 2 people can hardly carry it. While they get the chicken ready, we're making our way to the cliff where the honey will be harvested. The path is much more treacherous today, with slippery grounds.
This bridge has collapsed due to landslides, but we have to get to the other side because that's where they will harvest honey. Okay, it's alright.
Nails moment.
We have to be like synchronized because we are shaking the bridge. Very dangerous. You fine?
Yeah, I'm fine. And
Okay.
you?
I am fine.
All licking my
Alright.
chair.
I'm coming down.
If you guys didn't hear, by the way, just random notes. Made a sandwich this morning, ate half of it, left for a bit, go to the bathroom or whatever I did. When I came back, the sandwich was gone. And then I found it under the couch. Only the bread remained. The ham and the butter was gone. Pete was left in the room with my sandwich.
A lot of bees flying around. Furious bees.
Did you find
Even while we were waiting, some bees had already started to defecate on us. What you see on his finger is bee feces.
Ew,
It's, honey
it's yellow.
planet.
Couldn't you eat this as well?
Bee poop.
Nanda and the other hunters are back at it again. The ladder and the flaming bundle
Back
are
at it
lowered.
again.
The mad honey harvest has begun.
See how
I don't think it was Yabu, she's pescatarian.
His foot. Amazing. He's like an
Man, it's just more of the same, bro. I thought we were gonna be tripping already. When does that begin then?
Use a straw sieve to filter out larvae, dead bees, insects, and other impurities and store it in the plastic jerry can. It's finally time to taste the
Jerry
mad
the
honey.
can.
This is where things get really exciting. It has a slight bitter taste
here we
with
go.
sweetness. I can really feel the granotoxin kick in almost immediately.
It's tingling, right?
Yeah. There's a different texture.
It slowly burns your mouth.
It already started, as you said. It's like eating something spicy.
Yeah.
But there's a risk I didn't think about.
तपाईँले खाइसक्नु हो लाग्छ फेरि बोलेर
Swallow.
राख्नु हुँदैन माथि राख्नुपर्छ
I definitely don't want to experience temporary paralysis or unconsciousness out here in the middle of nowhere,
Wait.
so I'm moving fast.
When you get intoxicated with this honey, you'll be like dead for 12 hours. You cannot move your body. Yeah, it'll be hard for us to help you, carry you this mountain.
Why did he try it here?
That amount will get me high? Even that amount.
Sometimes, yes.
We have a lot of way to go back.
We are hurrying to return to the village. I hope my body does not give up. Since we climbed up high enough, we're going to take a quick break here. We will eat the chicken which was sacrificed before the honey harvest.
Rip chicken.
brother
Thank you, brother.
He was stung several times and a painful one was right on his lower lip. It's visibly swollen.
Ow,
Eating
ow, ow.
something will slow down the absorption of the mad honey and the granotoxin entering my bloodstream, so we can keep going with less rush. Mad honey is considered the earliest known biological weapon. In 67 BC, as the Romans invaded the Black Sea region, the soldiers of the Kingdom of Pontus placed mad honeycombs along the path of the Roman army. The Romans couldn't resist, became intoxicated, lost their guard, and their lives were ended tragically.
That's awesome.
Have the perfect dose. I see more clearly. I feel
Parkour.
active
What?
mentally, and I can work more. I can focus more. I use it as a meditative purpose.
What is right dose?
It depends on the honey. This one is very strong. 1 tablespoon
Is this guy dubbed?
is okay for me. If you overeat, then it's going to be very bad for you.
I finally got to the entrance of the village without any trouble, and here I go for one last dose of mad honey here. This time, I'm not holding back and squeezing a generous amount of mad honey into my
I didn't listen. I didn't. It had nothing to do with this voice per se. It was the quality of his voice. It sounded weird.
mouth.
I ate a lot, right?
Here we go.
I don't know if it's too much, but I already swallowed the entire thing. I hope I won't get really sick. The taste is really, really, really bitter, and it
Really?
makes me cough a lot. We'll wait, and I'll tell you my experience.
You'd expect
with
it to
all
be
the
sweet.
details.
And this is when he knew he fucked up.
Your body will start to heat first. You'll feel tingling, but it highly varies.
Do you think that I consumed a lot of honey?
It literally sounds like a person in a room somewhere with bad soundproofing.
A decent amount, but we will see. Megu consumed like a small spoon of the same honey, and he is throwing up.
So what I will feel is totally a surprise. Everybody
Yes, it
experiences
does.
it differently. Let's give it some time and see what happens.
While we wait for Mad Honey to kick in, I got
Reklam.
really exciting news to share with you. This is something that I dreamed about for
Why does it say reklam? Does that word mean advertisement in other languages too?
years, and after months of hard work, I am thrilled to announce that I started a game development company, Bonobos Games, and we have
Turkish?
just completed our very first game.
Interesting.
It's called The Last Drop. It's a single-player PC
game.
survival game. In a world overtaken by drought, you control the last
Looks
water
like,
drop that conquers. Your mission
Vampire
is to fight
Survivors
off
clone.
enemies who want to destroy you by making strategic decisions to survive and keep the planet alive.
Yep.
As you level up, enemies
Level up! Alright guys, if you want to go check out this amazing game,
Egu was feeling
you can go
Hours.
to
Steam description box of this video.
The Last Drop on Steam.
Download The Last Drop on Steam now, and let's see if you can earn a top spot on the leaderboard.
It's been a few hours since I ate the mad honey, and last I checked, Megu was feeling sick. I'm going to see how he's doing now.
Me gusta.
How are you feeling, man?
Not good, not good.
How much did you consume?
A little bit. Just
I consumed more than that. You want to sleep? We can leave you
Cold,
alone.
cold.
Cold.
and my leg, my finger, very cold.
So, can you stand
It
up?
seems like a shit drug, not gonna lie.
No, no, no.
I feel thirsty if I drink water.
Don't
Would-
drink.
why?
I also say I feel thirsty. I drink water, I vomiting, then again vomiting, then again vomiting, 10 times I vomited.
Soon after, I started showing similar symptoms to Megu. My body temperature dropped suddenly, and I wrapped myself tightly in the first blanket I could find.
Is coughing normal?
You want some water, tea?
Yes. Look, this is hot.
Yes.
I don't feel any heat on my fingertips. I can hold it like this for hours.
You hold it here and I hold it here. Who can keep longer?
You still hold it?
In the human body, gray toxin disrupts sodium channel activity in cell membranes and prevents neurons and muscle cells from communicating and functioning properly. That's why my fingertips are currently insensitive to heat and have abnormal sensations like tingling and numbness, and I feel this effect slowly spreads throughout my body.
Take it, man, take it. I feel very hot now.
Nope.
कहिले चिसो हुन्छ कहिले तातो हुन्छ
You're hot and you're cold.
कहिले खैमा खोमा खैमा तातो हुन्छ कहिले चिसो हुन्छ कहिले तातो हुन्छ
I first felt like I was burning. So I tried to take off my shirt. And then after a little moment, I was feeling cold.
The lady also
Joe
had a
Rogan tried this
spoonful of the
live?
mad honey we harvested today. She seems to be in good spirits.
हात के कान्छ हात कुरा गर्छ फाटिन्छ फेरि त्यहाँदेखि कपडा पनि यसरी यसरी
So if you want to feel hot and cold and numb and spinning and puking, this is for you. Nauseous.
Our host is definitely benefiting more from mad honey than I am. She's now in a euphoric state.
How old is she? It's so rude to ask, I'm sorry.
तपाईँ कति वर्षको हुनुहुन्छ खै कति वर्ष उमेरमा बुढी बाबा ए वर्ष यो भयो
What's she saying?
ए वर्ष भयो ए वर्ष हैन कान्छ ओ कान्छ पनि लाग्यो भयो ल्याएको
What's going on?
हान्नु मलाई क्या हान्नु लाग्यो भने रमाउनु पर्छ कस्तो लाग्यो तपाईँलाई
Is she comfortable with us filming her?
मलाई पर्छ बुझ्दैन नभए
Oh!
ओर्ने बाजे त्यहाँ हो अहिले बुझेर ल्याएको
I have
Wrist drag.
headache here, from my forehead to my left eye. So I don't want to keep my eye open.
I'm dealing with pain all over my body. Seconds feel like hours, and I slightly lose my track of time. The effects are growing more intense, and I'm starting to feel sick. I've suddenly begun throwing up.
Haktua!
Grayanotoxin doesn't have an antidote. Most of the time, the body can tolerate it, but there are rare cases where it can cause heart failure. To enjoy the medicinal benefits without side effects, it's best to stick to your doctor's recommendations. Fortunately, my body cleared the poison within 24 hours, and I felt much better the next day, despite a night filled with headaches, nausea, and ringing in my ears. Mad honey isn't easy to come by. It requires skilled and brave individuals to harvest it from cliffside hives. The Gurungs preserve a rich cultural legacy that I hope will be passed down to future generations.
Don't forget to download the game that my game development company has created, The Last Drop. Go play.
Yo, Noftam, is that a real question or just a meme? I'm assuming a meme. He asked me to recommend me a CPU fan. I thought about getting Noctua
on Steam now. I'm sure you will have a great time.
Okay.
The link to the game is at the very top of the description box of this video. See you on the leaderboard of The Last Drop.
Unironically though, Noctua is my favorite fan brand of all time. I haven't tried that. I don't even pretend like I'm an expert, but of all the fans I've ever tried, yeah, that one, I'm a big fan. There's a best of internet daily dotes. There's the new unusual memes. This thing looks insane.